three different numbers, 5, 3.5, and 3.2. Our length, our width, and our height. So, let's get that formula back out. 2 times length and width, which is going to be 5 times 3.5 plus our height and width, which is going to be 3.2 times 3.5 plus our height. And, oh, whoops, I did height and length. Now we're doing our height and width, which is going to be 5 times 3.2. Now, we can get our calculators out for this one because with decimals, sometimes that can get pretty messy if you do it freehand. So, let's get our trusty scientific calculators out. We have 5 times 3.5 is 17.5. And remember to write these down just in case you clear out your calculator. You don't want to have to do all these measurements again. So 3.2 times 3.5 is 11.2. And we have 5 times 3.2 is 16. So we're going to add our 17.5, our 11.2, and our 16 all together. Okay, and that's our 44.7. But remember, we still have one more step. We have to multiply it by our 2. We can't forget that one. And that makes our surface area 89.4 centimeters squared. We cannot forget the squared. And here we go. See how simple that is? As long as you know the formula, I think it's pretty easy to do. So now we get to move on to our 3D triangular prism. And remember, all 4 of these triangles are going to be the same size as long as our base is a square. Because if it's a rectangle, that means the base of one triangle is going to be bigger than the base of another triangle. So let's measure our base first, just to check, because sometimes our eyes can't really catch stuff like that. So we have 5 centimeters by 4.1 centimeters. So it looks like we got ourselves a rectangular base here, which means these triangles are not going to be the same size, so we have to measure the heights and the bases individually. Well, we already have the base for our triangles because 2 of the triangles are going to have a base of 5 centimeters and 2 of them are going to have a base of 4.1 centimeters. So all we have to do is find the heights of this one and this one, because remember, our opposite triangles are going to be the same. We have 5.5 centimeters, and we have 5.5 centimeters. So, our heights are the same, or I wouldn't be able to touch at the tippy top right here. So, let's put down our numbers. We have base 1, that's 5 centimeters, and our base 2 has 4.1 centimeters. So, that means we're going to have 2 area calculations for our triangles. So let's do the 5 centimeter triangle first. we have half base, which is 5, so area equals 1/2 times 5 times our height, which is going to be 5.5. So 1/2 of 5 is 2.5 times 5.5. You can use your calculator for this or not if you trust yourself. And I have 13.75. You may correct me if I am wrong. So that's going to be our area for triangle with base 1. So base 1 area equals 13.75 centimeters squared. Now let's do our triangle with the base of 4.1. 1/2 times 4.1 times our height of 5.5. Let's use the calculator for this because cutting 4.1 in half might get a little bit messy. So 4.1 times parentheses 1/2 is 2.05. 2.05 times 5.5 is a whopping 11.275 cm squared. So we have the area of our two triangles, but remember, there's going to be 2 of each of them. So we have to multiply our answers by 2 or add the same number to itself. So let's do our base 1 measurement. 13.75 times 2 is 27.5. And 11.275 times 2 is 22.55. Now, we need to add these two numbers together because 22.55 is our answer for these two areas added together, and 27.55 is the answer for these two areas added together. So, let's do that. Our answer is 50.05. But remember, we still have our little rectangle down here to figure out, so all we need to do was length times width. 5 times 5 times 4.1. Is 20.5. So we're going to add that to 50.05, and we will have our total surface area for our triangular prism. Our answer is 70.55 centimeters squared. Here we go. Remember to compare your work to make sure it matches, because even if you get the right answer, you can still lose points for doing incorrect work. But all you really need to remember are these formulas, and you'll be able to get through it like that. So if there are any questions, you can ask me after this lesson. Until then, have a great day.